Rodriguez. I am the creator of the ERP technology and the business database technology that is used worldwide. My technology was stolen by SAP and Oracle more than around 25 years ago, before the sign agreement between Mexico and United States in relation with NAFTA or the TLC. In this program, I'm going to give details of how the target individuals, especially those who have been created technology and they have patents worldwide, they can how they can defend themselves against these gun stalkers and these Jew Christian Illuminati in the Illuminati farm. One of my basic situations is if you are a father and you have to give child support. In my case specifically, even though I have all these legal situations, as you can see in different videos, the US government and the Mexican government haven't provided us any kind of help. So that means that this help is going to come directly from our families. So this is ridiculous because we are attacked at the level of the top position. We are attacked from the top position of the Illuminati farm. Talking specifically about my case, basically with attack of the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the presidents of the United States and Mexican presidents that are part of this Illuminati farm, as you know. Nevertheless, my case has been done totally legally, and all these legal situations there are with different judges. So this program, we're going to talk basically about how these judges in Mexico and United States control totally our legal cases against us in United States and Mexico. We're talking about all the ministers, all the judges. All the judges are involved in this situation. Why I'm saying that? Because I have been notified directly the Supreme Courts in Mexico and United States about this situation, as well as other judges in different areas like civil, criminal, and others. Practically, they are not doing anything. They are included, of course, all the legal systems as well, like the general attorneys in Mexico and in the United States. As we know, all this Illuminati farm basically creates like an elite attorneys. Elite attorneys that most of them are Jews, Christian Illuminati. So that means that only them, they can do something about you. But in our case, in the case that you have created a patent, and these guys, they want to kill you, to have that patent, as well as block you, sabotage you, and others, these judges are not going to do anything. Okay, they are protecting these gun stalkers. Then even they might have some kind of mind control to control this Illuminati farm. So as I said, I have been in my immigration process in United States. I have to present even judicial documents to showing that I have been paying all kind of child support. In Mexico, I have 2 children, and Another one in the United States who was attacked by these U Illuminatis by the CPS in San Antonio, Texas, as you know. All these cases are already there. Even in my specific case about the mental hospital, then I was sent in repeated occasions by the CIA and the Bush and the Clintons and the Calderons and others. They didn't do anything about that. They even, in some cases, when we have the child, I went there and suddenly it was another judge. So the main judge was replaced. In the case of the CPS in San Antonio, Texas, there is a judge in San Antonio that might be related with child trafficking, with organ trafficking and all that, because he's one of the only one who have been working in that position for several years. And as you know, the San Antonio Police, the CPS in San Antonio, Texas, the Mexican consulate in San Antonio, Texas, and all the judicial system cannot identify that this child trafficking, then it is done mainly with the participation of the elites in Monterrey. Okay, of course, and there are some guys in the federal government, local government as well, but I can identify clearly that Monterrey has a lot of participation in this trafficking that has been done by centuries. Okay, the Illuminati made a mistake thinking that I will be killed with their techniques, but I am Rh O negative blood type, so that makes it a little bit difficult for them, I think, to do something against me, because something related with the blood that I cannot explain right now in detail. At the same time, I want to explain in this program that the control of the Illuminati farm is done at those levels. So this is a really bad situation. Okay, my technology, the ERP technology and the business database technologies, when I did my PhD thesis, I tried to assimilate all these new knowledges, because, as you know, my technology was against these elites. So definitely my technology at this time is including these all legal situations, because they have to be included. The jurisprudences that are created in Mexico and United States are not science. So has the other social science that can work with my technology, that are most of them, it is necessary to make a mathematical approach to solve all this situation, because right now, you know, there are a lot of Mexicans and a lot of Americans, and sometimes they didn't commit any crime at all. But these agencies, these policemen in both countries, they are inventing a lot of situations, and you know, the business processes in government and corporates are changing all the time. So it's something that the current ERP technology is not including, because, as a matter of fact, their models are static. So this is really incredible, because that means that the employees cannot participate anymore in doing any changes, because this Babylonian secret knowledge were used in the ERP technology created by SAP and Oracle. Instead of using industrial engineering techniques and science and technology than we have in the United States for a long time ago. So that means that we are delaying the technology and science in the States, while they're killing science and technologies in the States, and they are using all these Babylonian secret knowledge instead. So So this is a critical situation, because that means then we cannot have products, services, and ideas created in cheap price than we can pay, than we can afford to pay, and it costs more to the society and individuals than they try to have this kind of products. And you can see it in Walmart selling us Chinese products, GMO products, and food, and they can even kill us. So that's the situation of not using industrial engineering as we used to have. What I identify is that these Indian consultant companies, as well as IBM, Accenture, and all these companies that are working as partners of SAP and Oracle, they don't use any industrial engineering support. Even they don't have studies in India about industrial engineering. Industrial engineering born in the United States, so we're supposed to use these companies, this knowledge, but instead of that we are using Babylonian secret knowledge. So that's something really unimaginable, okay, for me long time when I created technology, then this could happen. Well, at this time there are some changes that they are doing in Mexico, because basically that's not good for the business that someone like me is identifying that they are using Babylonian knowledge transfer to other countries. Even the president bought a real expensive airplane to travel to different countries, more expensive than the Obama's airplane. So that means that they have to travel to other countries, working for the Rockefeller, the Rothschilds, and others in the elites of the Illuminati, to try to convince other countries to continue with this fiscal and accounting frauds to destroy at this time the United States. So this is you can see this as simple view, because there are clearance banks in Mexico doing that, and using the corporates and send the money to Scotland, for example. But as well has been done in other countries. Okay. What I can identify in all this process, these legal processes, is that a lot of Chinese companies working in investment like Forex and others were initially sent to Mexico, and after HBC and other banks, they tried to do all this to participate in this laundry. So this is a really engineering plan since long time ago to do it. When I was studying, for example, my bachelor degree in industrial engineering at UPIXA, we have several new professors, and they were telling us that in fact the purpose of this immigration in the south part of the United States was to control all this territory by Mexicans. What I mean, with the orders of the Jews, okay, to have it even for Mexico. But I don't believe that situation, because there might be other plans of this Jew Christian Illuminati to have this kind of territory against with Mexico. What we can see in Texas with the Bush directly is that in certain way they said that they can even separate from the United States if they want to. I think that this is unbelievable. I mean, this is really out of mind by psychopaths. Okay, the protection of the Trump's wall is basically from the Jew Christian Illuminati to try to convince the people that in fact there's no need for Trump's wall. But that's not the case, because we have seen in history with the Romans and other imperiums that they try to protect themselves using some kind of wall, because the attack of the Illuminati is everywhere. So, and also internally. So we can see it right now, and in fact this is the situation. So there are a lot of journalists and and writers and all that, and they said Trump's ideas are not okay, but it's something that even in this with the senators long time ago they have been talking about that, and I think that that's a realistic fact that we have to do in short time, because all the Jewish Christian Illuminati are using technology like the MK Ultra and others to send us illegal aliens, and this is happening in the IT and finance. There are a lot of MK Ultra in the using Indian consultants. What I know, in India they have been killed a lot of consultants and a lot of people related with this kind of technology, then after it is used against the United States as well, with the participation of China, with the participation of Russia and other countries, Israel. Okay. What we can see is in the United States and in Mexico, then if we want to be making suits to protect ourselves, these suits are not going through the process because they are stopped. Okay. This fact is really bad, because what they are doing, this Christian Illuminati, is not to continue with this process, to not to stop the process of putting bankruptcy in the United States. I can see it. I have experience in Mexico, and has in fact it was like that, because I reported to everybody in Mexico about my legal cases with one gun stalker that was working for Pemex. Then he's a part of this bankruptcy. But there are a lot of people working in Pemex, and they tried to have Pemex in bankruptcy for a long time ago. So when I did the suits, even one of my cases with the Sala Primero Penal del Distrito Federal, all the judicial, all the legal system in Mexico, they have a meeting and they said that they don't want to continue with my legal processes, and definitely they stop it. I have seen that as well in the United States, because I have been reported to Department of Justice, to the NSA, to the CIA, to the FBI, and other agencies, all this situation, and nothing happens. Okay. So what is shown us is that they control definitely, and even they control the media to block me, to not to say that this is happening, and it's against the United States. Okay. So what I can see, if you create a patent and you are a scientist working in technology, I think that you have to follow, even when it doesn't work, all the legal processes to have the evidence that can show that this is a reality. I don't think so that it's only my case. There are a lot of them there, and what I can see is then using different kind of media in my work. Really, this Illuminati farm is blocking us, killing us, destroying us, making sabotage us against us at corporate and government. So it is important to have all kind of evidences, because definitely we're going to unite in certain way. Okay. What I can see is, if you are an Irish or negative blood type, maybe we have some kind of contact in certain way, so we defend each other, and this is the time to do it. Okay. And The United States is the country that creates more of the technology worldwide, but these elites are controlling our technology, sending it as well to other countries like China and India and others, and we don't have any. We don't make any money. Okay, we don't make any money because all the money goes to them. Okay, these guys are in Germany, but the SAP is not in Germany. As a matter of fact, most of the technology is created in India, so they are lying us all the time, and has been for centuries. So definitely, so that's the first time then a technology can, like the ERP technology and the business database technology, can be used against them. So as I said before, my technology basically can have all this knowledge of coming from the legal system to be included in the ERP technology. So in that way, we can have a mathematical approach in all the law processes to make sure that all the business at corporates and governments are done correctly, and we are going to be, I think, 100% sure that if there is a criminal, we're going to find it, and as well, if we have an innocent, we're going to find it. Okay, using science and technology, and not the processes that these elites have been using for centuries. So this is going to be a really fantastic situation. So all my cases, individual cases related with the child support, with the frauds that were committed against me about accounting and fiscal fraud as well in Mexico, and situation like another kind of situation that happens, and as well in the U.S. with the immigration process, with the mental hospital judges, all these situations can be reduced because in other cases it's going to continue. I mean, this legal system really doesn't have any mathematical approach and solutions to fix it. So that's why we have using this Babylonian law systems for centuries. So we have to change definitely that, and my technology can help to do it, definitely. So we are in the time, like, I think that if we have Donald Trump as president, as I see, we can have really a big change for the humanity. Not only in the States, even has leading all these processes, but as well worldwide. This is a big change, and definitely we can integrate all these legal situations and make sure that the media is working correctly, that the hospital and doctors that are working for these Illuminati guys are really under control, because right now you can go to a hospital or with a doctor and you can receive implants, you can receive nanotechnology, okay, and even they can put you in MK Ultra in a hospital, okay. So the level of techniques that we have to use, they have to be really the top ones, and my technology can do that, integrating the similar technology like the MK Ultra and others, to make sure that all this situation with the agencies doing blowing up the people, killing people, and other, we can avoid it easily, having my technology, and try to avoid all this Babylonian transfer knowledge that is done mainly from Mexico this time. And I can assure you that, because the advisors in the top Jew Christian Illuminati pseudo Mexicans are are the advisors of the Clintons. So they invest money in Oracle, they invest money in SAP and other IT companies using the tax of these frauds, and they are moving the money to India and so on. So if you see, all this is an integration of facts that everybody can see in a newspaper or different newspaper and find out that that's the truth. So right now with the server of Hillary, then it was used to report and give instructions in real time, connected even with mobile phone and other devices. Basically, that's the way that the Illuminati works together. And there are a lot of Chinese, there are a lot of Russians, Indians, Israel people, Mexicans, and other countries, Argentines, related with all this situation, basically to keep us in a satanic system, okay, financial system. If we cannot stop that, we're going to continue with this chaos. The chaos is because we are not using any more industrial engineering as we used to have in the last century. So we need again to take this knowledge that are in more advanced than we are using today, because that's the moment as well. Like this Babylonian knowledge, secret knowledge, are not surpassing the human scientific and technological knowledge that we have. So there's no comparison. So why we have to use something that is hurting us, that is producing chaos, and besides that, then Cheetos has slaves. So we don't have, there's no more need to improve the processes, the business processes in government and corporates, because we have a black box that is coming with this Babylonian secret knowledge. So this might not happen, and it's necessary to review our processes at corporate and government, because basically it's to destroy us, to bankrupt the companies. Even the companies that are coming to Mexico, they bankrupted to go to China. That's a fact. They are using gun stalkers inside the corporates to make it happen. And besides that, the clearance of the Rothschild banks to have all our taxes in Mexico and United States, and to be sent to Scotland. That's a reality. They are using top politicians with criminal background, homosexuals, basically because of the reptilian implants that make them have homosexuality. So this is a chemical change. There are some vaccines in Russia that can prevent all that, and as well, what we have is they might have MK Ultra, because these politicians are going to Hawaii or to the north of the United States, there are children, and in certain way they are controlled to make all these fraudulent activities, to bankrupt the government, even corporates, and even the government. And of course, if we continue with that, is because they want to kill us. More than 90% of the populations, we are a target of these Jew-Christian Illuminatis or elites. So we have to think over and try to use our technology and science that is more advanced of the Babylonian knowledge than we are using today in these ERP technologies. But in fact, the way to do it is to make changes in the legal systems and and these Supreme Courts, all the judges, we have to modify their processes scientifically, because what they are using is not science at all, and basically we have a legal system that works with the same ideas than were used long centuries ago with the Babylonian secret knowledge. So it's important to change it. I hope that you like this program, and God bless you. Thank you very much.